thewellnesscouch.com, streaming wellness into your lives. This is Up for a Chat with Cyndi O'Meara, Carren Smith, and Kim Morrison.
Here we are, up for a chat about the hottest topics that are important to you, inspiring you to awaken the change within. I'm Carren Smith.
I'm Kim Morrison.
And I'm Cyndi O'Meara.
And here we are, up for a chat in Cyndi's car once again. We're on a road trip. Yes, we are. We're heading all the way out to Chinchilla. Good grief. So we're all doing a speaking engagement out there, and we thought this would be a perfect opportunity to answer one of your questions, which was all about what we do for our day-to-day maintenance. So how do we look after ourselves? What do we do? What products do we use? What does it look like in our bathrooms each day? Now, I don't know about you crazy kids, but I'm extremely high maintenance, so I think one of you girls should go first.
Well, I would just like to add at this point that thank goodness I'm driving, because these two thought Chinchilla was north of Bundaberg.
Yeah?
Well,
That was scary. Very scary. We would have not made it to our speaking engagement if we'd driven with you too.
well, you
True
better
that.
say where we are then. Where is Chinchilla then?
Chinchilla is west of Dalby.
Which is?
Definitely not north of Bundaberg. In the
So for people, Dolby means
And
as much.
I laugh, we're right.
I actually think you guys say this. I actually think you guys say this, so I'll drive. I'm sure you make it just out, so I'll drive.
No, you are the best, darling. But for those of you that don't know, Dolby is west of Brisbane.
West of Toowoomba.
Right.
Yeah.
So there you
Brisbane,
go.
Toowoomba,
We were
Dalby.
still in Queensland.
Chinchilla. Yes, we are still in Queensland. And we could be for the next day.
And it's a beautiful drive.
Yeah, it is.
Got to
It's
give
been
you that.
stunning. And we're going to have a picnic at the Bunya Mountains.
It's a bit civilised, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's raining.
Right.
Well, then, let's see. How did you get prepared to get on the road this morning, Miss Bear Grylls?
How did I prepare to get on the road? So, look, I have the same ritual. It never changes much. I have my alarm set just in case I don't wake up. I have my alarm set for 6:05, and in the winter, it usually wakes me. And in the summer, I'm usually well awake by then. So the summer, I'm usually awake by 4:30 because I really go by the lightness. That's what wakes me, and I try and stick with that. So at 6:05, the alarm goes off. Summer, winter, or spring, autumn, doesn't matter. Alarm goes off. I'm all completely ready. My togs are where they should be. My towel is where they should be. My goggles are where they should be, and I just get my togs on, go get in my car, go down to Mooloolaba Beach. I meet a bunch of amazing people, called the Mooloolaba Beach Mums, and we swim Mooloolaba Beach, which is around 1 kilometre, and sometimes we swim back, which takes us around 2 kilometres.
And how long does that take you?
Depending on where the current is at the time, but anywhere between 15 and 17 minutes.
Oh my goodness, is that right?
Yeah, it takes me about that long. And I have to tell you, the other morning, I got to tell you this, the other morning I got in, it was freezing in the water and it was freezing outside the water.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's winter, love.
I know, and I decided to go halfway and swim back because I didn't want to walk back. It was just too cold. And because I'm complaining to myself about the cold, which isn't a good thing to do, but I am complaining to myself about the cold, I start thinking about the Titanic and Leonardo DiCaprio falling off the log at the last minute where he's white and frozen.
Good grief.
And I actually had to stop myself and say, stop this. You're making yourself colder. And so I actually stopped swimming, swore at myself, and said, right, now what you need to do is say hot towels, hot towels, hot towels. So I started swimming again and just said hot towels, hot towels, hot towels.
And did it work? Did you feel warm?
Yeah, I felt warm and I stopped complaining to myself and it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And okay, so then I get out. I usually meet either my daughter or my husband for a coffee. So we'll sit and have a coffee and chat or have the morning started. By that time, he's
Dripping
already
wet.
showered.
Dripping wet.
Oh, no, I dried myself off and I put my woolens on. I have the same outfit that I wear, and it's woolen leggings, a woolen top, and then a jacket that goes over it because it is cold. My hair's wet. And I wear bare feet because that's my time to ground. So I don't wear any shoes, and everybody every day goes, Cyndi, we are going to buy you some shoes. So whether it's 6 degrees or 30 degrees.
Brett Hill would be so proud of you.
He would be proud of me, wouldn't he? But that's my time to have bare feet, ground, and this is my routine, this is my ritual. And then I get home and I usually make a beautiful breakfast, clean up the kitchen and the house, and then I get undressed, get into a shower. Depending on whether I'm going to shampoo my hair or not will be how long my shower is. And in the shower, I only use liquid soap, and I only use liquid soap for the little bits that need soap. I try not to soap the rest of my body because I don't want to change the ecology of my skin. And the ecology of my skin is we have bacteria on our skin that protects us. It's like the microbiome in our digestive tract. We also have it on our skin, and when we strip it of all the beautiful oils and all the beautiful microbiome, we actually destroy our gut as well. Because I want everybody to do this. I want them to put their finger in their mouth and realise that the skin on their face is connected to the skin in their mouth, which is connected to the gullet, which is connected to the stomach, which is connected to the small intestine, through the gut, to the anus, and out again.
I just had a little song in my head.
I was going to the knee bones
Connected to the thigh bone. The thigh bone's connected to the hip bone. Hip bone's connected to the
something.
Right, we got that one. We got that
I
one.
hear the something of this. How does it go? I hear the. How does that finish?
That's why I stopped.
Okay.
It's got to remember.
So anyway, that's why I choose not to use soap on my skin, is because of that very reason. And the shampoo and conditioner that I use is the one that Kim Morrison advises me to have, and she'll talk about that. And then I hop out of the shower, and this to me, I just love this part. So the first thing I do is spritz with a water and an oil that I've made up. And it doesn't last me long, spritzes. I seem to go through them really fast.
It's good. It's good that you use them.
I do. So that's the first thing I do is I spritz, and then I put on either a moisturiser or an oil depending on the season. And it's always 28. I use 28. And then I do my face, and then I do my skin. Depending on the season is whether I use an oil or a moisturiser. So I would use an oil in the winter and a moisturiser usually in the summer. And I always put my essential oils with it, which are 28. And I just do the ritual that Kim Morrison taught me how long ago? 10 years ago, maybe? The body boost. And that to me is the most amazing start to my day.
And trust me, she's like a bear with a sore head if she hasn't body boosted.
So I also brush my teeth at this point, and the toothpaste that I use, sometimes there's none. Sometimes I feel like I need one, and sometimes I'll use baking powder, but then I've just
Baking soda.
Oh, sorry, baking soda. Kim made it up for me. So I'll sometimes do that, but other times I'll use a toothpaste that the beautiful Teresa, what's Teresa's last name? Kerr has created. And I've been
That looks really nice. Is it nice?
I really, really like it. And Teresa, if anybody doesn't know who Teresa Kerr is the
It's
mother.
not Teresa Kerr, is it? It's Teresa.
No, because Miranda Kerr. It is Teresa Kerr.
Is it?
So it's Miranda Kerr's mum. And Miranda Kerr's mum, Teresa, is just so passionate about personal care products. But as far as not what Teresa does, not what Miranda does, which is what does Miranda do? Cora. So it's not in opposition to Cora. It's in complements what Cora is doing. Or I think complements what 28 is doing, because she does products that you don't do.
Yeah.
So I actually use her toothpaste, and I really, really like that toothpaste. And if I'm going away, I put that toothpaste in a little glass bottle so that I don't have to take the whole toothpaste away with me. I have everything in little glass bottles. That
Jars or bottles? Jars?
Jars, bottles. These ones are, I don't know where I got them from.
You can get them from health food stores.
Yeah, I think they were, and they had lippy in them at one point or something.
Or a lip balm or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I just clean them out and then I use them when I travel. And I do travel a lot. So I want to be doing the same thing and the same rituals when I travel. All right, so that's my moisturisers. My underarm is called Anamkara, and it was made up by my very good friend Kim Morrison. And it is baking.
That was their birthday gift.
Yeah.
You swore black and blue you never wanted.
For 40 cents.
For 40 cents it cost her.
I'm far too high-maintenance to be given a birthday present for 40 cents.
You know what she did?
Please.
You know what she did? She put it in a spice jar, the glass spice jars. She then put Anamkara on it, which what does it mean?
Soul friend.
Soul friend. So she actually has taken the time to create a beautiful label that has Anamkara on it. And then I know that what Kim did was that she put in gluten-free, aluminium-free baking
Soda.
And then she puts her essential oils into it. And I'm meaning for her to give her the glass jar because it just emptied, and I need her to make it for me again. It wouldn't be the same unless you made it for me. It just wouldn't be. If I made it, it just wouldn't work.
Consider that done, my darling.
So what I do is I put that in my hand, and by the way, I actually do this before I put my moisturisers on because I don't want to wash my hands after I put all my moisturisers on. So what I do is I put the baking soda in my palm of my hand, I get my spritzer, I spritz it, and then I rub my palms together, and then I get my one palm, my left palm, and I go under my right arm, and I just slide that sucker on. And then I get my right hand, and I put it on under my left arm, and I slide it on, and then I wash my hands. And then I do my body boost and my moisturiser. Okay, so what else do I put on my body? Clothes.
Face? What do you do for your face?
Well, my face is the spritzer, and then I either use an oil or a moisturiser, and it's always your stuff.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about the body boost, but you're talking
then
about
I do the body boost after that. I do my face first before I do my body boost.
So I know that you sometimes use your beautiful coconut oil as your body boost.
And my Inky Inchi.
Yeah, and the Inky Inchi.
Yeah.
So is there any time that you ever go, it has to be coconut oil or Inky? Like, what makes you decide that morning?
I've run out of your stuff. Seriously, I've run out of your stuff, so I'll use...
Isn't that cool? You can go from your bathroom to your pantry, and from your pantry to your bathroom you can use products in the same way.
And it's funny, I run out of Inky Inchi oil. Like, Howard loves the Inky Inchi oil on his skin.
Yeah.
And I run out of the Inky Inchi oil. And then I'll ring you and I'll go, oh my gosh, I've run out of all my stuff. It's really, really weird. And yet I can go to my office or my pantry and get my Inky Inchi oil, but I don't know. And then with coconut oil, I have to tell you, I do use it on occasion, but I don't want to use it in the winter because it's hard. So I use it in the summer. I'll have it sitting there in the summer.
Do you know what's beautiful about it being hard though?
Oh, wow.
It's like greasing a pan when you are baking a cake. And when you put it on, it's like you're putting this little wax all over your body. It's actually really nice. And the body melts it as it goes on. The heat. It's really nice. It's like prepping yourself for a good baking.
I like that. So I don't think I put anything more else on my body. If I am going to wear makeup, it's usually when I'm speaking. It's rare for me to put makeup on just to go to the office. But as you can see me right now, we're driving and I haven't got a stitch on me. If I do put makeup on, I'm recommended a makeup by my very good friend Kim Morrison, who has recommended Jane Ida to me. So that's the makeup that I use because I trust her and that's her recommendation and that's the best. Although the other day you did say to me...
I found another one. La Meve.
And so you have to then tell me about that. Yeah. But it takes me ages, absolute ages to go through makeup.
Yeah.
So I almost have to throw it out. So the next thing I put on is clothes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I do put some clothes on. And I'm actually becoming really particular about my clothes because I'm learning about the toxic colours. They actually withdrew some clothes from Target, I think it was, and
jeans. There were some jeans that were withdrawn, wasn't it?
Because they had a toxic dye on them, and they were making.
And then pyjamas, the
fire retardant.
What do they put on clothes to make them fire retardant?
Well, it's like a bromide, and then the bromide is released from the clothes gradually, and that bromide then goes into your receptor sites where your iodine is. So I'm actually getting really particular about my mattress. My mattress is an organic mattress. When we changed over our mattresses, I didn't want to go and buy any old mattress because I know what they put with them, so I went for an organic mattress. I've been getting bamboo sheets.
They're beautiful.
Oh, they're stunning, absolutely stunning. So whatever we spend a lot of time in or around, we're really trying to go organic as much as possible and allow chemicals to get out of our house at least. So clothes are becoming really... Like I go into those cheap clothes stores or those cheap shoe stores and I can smell them. And I can't do it anymore if it's going to be closer to my skin. So, so that's... And I'm not perfect on that one yet, but I am beginning to learn about it. And I'm just finding, though, some organic clothes shops look organic. Why can't they make beautiful clothes with organic cottons and organic bamboos and organic...
That's the question that I've got. Like, they make them look all hippie, or they make them look like,
quite earthy.
Yeah, earthy. And that's okay, but I think if you wanted to wear something nice...
A bit more high fashion.
Yeah.
And I do like to look nice. Yeah. I do like to look nice. And I always make sure I wash my clothes before I wear them. And I use powders that I've been given, and I was given this powder by a company, and it's in a little corn sack, and all the corn sacks have hardened up. So I've been putting all the powder and the corn sacks into my Thermomix to make it into a powder, and so then that powder goes into I'm no waste. I can't throw that away. Because it's hardened up and they don't dissolve anymore, I've had to grind them down.
Are they soap nuts that you're talking about?
Yeah, they're like these, and they're made instead of plastic, like you can buy the synthetic ones, but these are made from corn. And they harden up after a time because, they're not everlasting. And the whole I guess it's a nut or something, just goes hard, and I have to then make it into a nice soft powder.
Where do you get that from?
Well, Melrose actually sent it to me, but they get it from America. It's not a Melrose product, but they buy this from America. So I've been using that for my clothes, and if I'm washing my dishes, I use the Echo brand from New Zealand. We'll use
Eco Store.
Eco Store, or I'll use Kin Kin.
Yeah.
I like Kin Kin.
Yeah, I like Kin Kin.
I go between the two of them because I find that I like them both and I like to support them both. Yeah.
We just had a wallaby go. Was it a kangaroo? Oh, it's so cute.
I just kind of saw it out because I'm driving, I only see things out of the corners of my eyes.
And it didn't hit the bull bars, just saying.
No.
But it was just bouncing past us.
So I think is that all personal care products and what I use? And
do you use a gel in your hair?
No.
Or do you do something about Mary?
Oh,
no.
Please.
No.
Oh.
No.
It's got to go there at some point.
Not that natural. She had to go there, didn't she?
It's only a matter of time.
I am not that natural. Russell, if Russell was listening to this, and Russell is our dear friend who is also my hairdresser and says that I have to have product in my hair all the time, but I can't do it because I can't find a natural product. So when I see Russell, I put products in my hair.
I can use things like coconut oil.
Yeah, well, I do. I use my coconut oil, my Inky Inchy oil, and remember I've moisturised, that's what I didn't say. So I've moisturised my whole body. I have moisturiser on my hands, then I do my hair, and it does the texturising, the moisturiser that's on my hands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and it smells nice with all the essential oils too.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
I love getting ready in the morning. I love it.
And then my jewellery, that's another thing. I guess I do put on my body. And you could say I'm very fortunate, but maybe I'm not. But my mum and my sister were really into jewellery, and really good jewellery, like gold or really good quality jewellery, diamonds, the whole lot. So when they both died, I got all their jewellery. So I just wear their beautiful jewellery. You know, I was never into jewellery like they are. So I just wear their beautiful jewellery. So I don't wear junk jewellery. I wear jewellery that won't affect me. Like my son has a nickel allergy. He can't get
Does it make your
nickel.
skin go black?
Well, he used to get a rash where his nickel belt touched him on his stomach.
Oh,
And as long as the nickel doesn't touch his skin, he's fine. So we're all aware of that because of him having that. We're all actually aware of the jewellery that we wear.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think then.
Well, I'm just thinking, if you took this long to describe what you do in the morning, what
gosh,
on earth
Karen.
is the princess
Well,
going to
I know.
tell me?
What
I'm
if she
actually
never
just
died?
thinking that's going to have to be a podcast on its own. Really?
But we could go there though. It will be fun to see the contrast between.
Yeah, go on, give it to us. We've had Bear Grylls.
Yeah.
All right, so from one extreme to another, you reckon?
Yeah, let's go.
And then I get into a car that's a hybrid car. There we go.
Oh, go there.
Nice.
There we go. Your turn.
Oof, where do I go? How do you follow that?
The contrast is because there will be some people like you, Karen.
Yeah,
Exactly like you. I don't get it, but and just like you don't get me. Like,
Oh, no, I wish I could be like you. I wish I was you. My life would be so much more simple. My life is complicated. I have 4 drawers full. And I'm talking big, deep drawers in the bathroom, full of stuff. And then you go into my bedroom, and now that is another story. Curlers, curling wands, hair straighteners of every size, shape, configuration, every brand. You know what I'm saying.
It's a second bedroom that's got her stuff.
I do have to have a second bedroom. Are you joking? Heavens
And
alive.
a wardrobe, and a bathroom, and a second bathroom. You've got stuff in that second
I
bathroom.
do have my pyjamas, and I have my jewellery in the second bathroom. I have 3 double wardrobes. Matt gets a quarter of one of the 3. We've got 3 bedrooms, and all 3 wardrobes are mine. Heaven help him if he encroaches on my space. Yes, that's very... Okay, so let's start, shall we?
let's start your morning
Okay.
routine.
All right, everybody, sit back, relax, you're going for a ride. Okay, so I wake up. When I wake up, I try not to set the alarm. I think I spent many, many moons waking up to alarms, and I've decided when I didn't need to do that, that's when I would have arrived. So I've decided not to set alarms. So I wake up similarly to you, Cindy, when it starts to get light. Then I wake up. So earlier in the morning, in the summer, and later in the winter. Then I wake up and I throw on my dressing gown, which, interestingly enough, has just recently been replaced. Because I've done a little bit of research into the polyester fibres and the synthetic fibres and noticed that they're made from petrochemicals. And that is very uncool. So I chucked it out and got a pure cotton one. So I throw on my fluffy rug, my fluffy dressing gown, make my way into the kitchen, boil up a jug of filtered water and pop in a couple of slices of lemon. And then I'll have that as soon as I wake up. Then go into the bathroom, check out my sorry face that looks like it's still asleep. So my body's walking around okay, but my face is still half asleep. So jump in the shower, and in the shower I have a shampoo and conditioner by the brand of Larice. It's Laurice, Larice. He's a fellow, and bless him, I've spoken to him on the phone, God love him. He's got a daughter who is one of those kids that's allergic to the environment. And she's been like that ever since she was a certain age, very, very young. So he's made these products that are just pure natural with no additives and no flavourings and no preservatives. None of that sort of stuff. And they're actually really beautiful. The shampoos that I use of his are the argan oil ones.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Argan oil just really agrees with my hair. And it's because my hair's very thick and very coarse. So I use that shampoo and conditioner. For my body wash, I use the Akin brand.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I really, really love that. At the moment, I'm using their lavender. And it's just, it's beautiful for winter. It's very relaxing. And are we lost, people? Is this what we're trying to say? We could be lost, everybody that's listening to the podcast.
We're on a dirt road. I just keep thinking, no matter what, we make more noise in the car than
we ever intend.
Compared to the cemetery, we definitely make more noise.
Right,
so I'm driving quite slowly so I don't make too much disturbance in the noise.
And we'll speak louder. How about them apples?
There we go.
Yeah, so that's the shower ritual. I use the Enyo hand mitts, and I do love the Enyo products because you don't have to use a lot of chemicals. Having said that, though, part of what I was investigating with the polyesters is the Enyo mitts are polyester, so it's a bit of a trade-off because you can't get anything different unless you use a cotton face washer. Then of course, then there's the soaps and stuff. So, it's kind of like a do I, don't I, will I, won't I? But I do use the Enyo products all through my house for cleaning. I'm a big fan. Big fan.
So do you use it on your skin?
Yeah, well, Enyo's got these beautiful big mitts that you put over your hand and you use it to wash your body, so you don't need to use soap. And then on one side is like a scrubby side and the other side's a very soft and gentle side. And then you can get a smaller mitt for your face, and then you can also get these little tiny little round discs that you can just use on your face to take your makeup off. And they work a treat. They're brilliant. They are sensational. So,
I haven't seen Enyo products for years. I just thought that they were the cleaning products.
No, they've got a whole body range and they've got a face range.
You've got two little round sponge things that you can use on your face as well.
And
they're called daily face-offs, and you get them in a pack of 7. They're kind of cool. And, like if I've had a night out or I've been speaking, I'll come home and use those face-offs with the cleanser just to get all the extra makeup off. So that's the shower ritual. And then I try to use bamboo towels because they're just divine. Absolutely divine. I've replaced all my cotton and polyester towels with bamboo now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. And all my sheets
are bamboo.
Oh,
it's beautiful.
I replaced all my cotton and polyester pyjamas with bamboo pyjamas too.
Just so soft.
Super. Oh, super.
Where do you have to go online to get this?
Yeah, well, I get a lot of my bamboo stuff from bamboovillage.com. But then also on the Sunshine Coast, there's a beautiful little shop called Lamb and Lamb in Cotton Tree.
Oh, okay.
And she makes all of her own bamboo jammies.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're really cool. She also makes cotton jammies for the summer. But the winter jammies, they're made out of bamboo. And they're beautiful. They've got little frills on the bum and everything. Little lollies and little apples. And
oh, my gosh, that's
cute little
patterns. For you.
Oh, it is. It's very me. It's very me. I came parading out of the bedroom with my little frilly bum pants. Matt thinks it's hilarious.
It's like the natural alternative to Peter Alexander.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, and that's exactly what she's like.
Oh.
That's exactly what she's like. It's just beautiful. And you can buy her stuff online as well. It's LAMB and LAMB, so Lamb and Lamb.
Nice.
Yeah. So then as far as my moisturisers and skincare and all of that's concerned, I'm very particular about my skincare. I remembered my mum got me onto eye cream when I was 11.
Wow.
Yeah. My mum got me under my skincare regime when I was 11, and I started doing my nails when I was 7.
Oh my Lord.
I remember sitting at school and I was crying, and the teacher came up to me and she saw that I had my head on my hand. The teacher came up to me and she said, I was in 2nd class. She said, Carren, my goodness, look at your nails. My goodness, I would love to have nails like yours. Oh. And I had these great long talons that were painted in the most beautiful colours.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it used to be bonding time. My mum and I would sit and do our nails together, and I'd come out. So funny, I still remember it. I'd come out of the bathroom and I'd have my hair wrapped in a towel like she used to. I'd be wearing her big cork high heel shoes with my dressing gown. I'd come out with the nail polish remover, the nail files and the nail polish, and I'd say, come on, Mother, it's time for some quality time. And she would drop whatever she was doing, whether she was making dinner or whatever. She would drop what she was doing. She would make a coffee and I would have a hot milk with some Horlicks in it. And then we'd go and we'd sit together, and we'd do that 2 or 3 times every week.
Oh,
and we'd
my God.
file our nails and do our nails and tell stories.
That is beautiful.
I know. So lucky. So lucky. So, yes, I've always been really particular about my skin. I alternate between the products that I use, so I love the 28 products. You know, my favourite product of yours is your cleanser.
Oh, I've had, you're the third person this week that has said to me it is the most amazing cleanser in the world.
It actually is.
I know.
It is. I know.
No, I love it. I think it's phenomenal. Look, it's very hard to rave about your own products and tell everyone how brilliant they are, but when other people do it, it is like, oh,
yeah, it's like, I know.
You see what I see.
So I do alternate. So I use the 28. I also use another product called Eminence and Dr. Hauschka's. And I've also tried the Larice. So prior to hanging with you cheeky babes, I was right into other products that were more, what do they call them? With more active ingredients to try to combat the aging process. But I actually have to say that I feel now my skin is probably at the best that it's been.
Your skin's amazing.
Yeah, I feel like my skin's the best it's been. I don't wear makeup unless I'm speaking. So if I'm not speaking or if I'm at a function, but you will never see me in makeup. No mascaras, no foundations, nothing. The best that I'm lucky to put on is maybe a little bit of lip gloss, but that's it. I just feel like my skin has to breathe. And when I'm wearing makeup, and even though I wear really good quality makeups, I can't stand it because it's so irregular. Well, it's regular for me because I'm speaking a lot of the time, but as soon as I'm home, it's off, and that feels normal to me. So, as far as makeups are concerned, I do use Jane Iredale. I find her foundations really cluggy though, like really heavy and very, very gluggy. If you like a really full cover, then her makeups are great. Her foundations are really terrific. But I'm a lighter cover person. Love her mascaras. I love her eyeshadows. She's got an amazing collection of colours. And all of her products are mineral based. So from a natural perspective, they're kind of as natural as you can get on the marketplace. From a testing on animals perspective, well, you know what I'm saying. Everything's been tested on animals, so you really can't get away from it. And it's the best in a bunch. It's the best of a bunch that I've found anyway. But I love the Eye of Horus mascara, which is beeswax based, and they also now have amazing eyeliners. So I love their products, and I use the Jane Iredale's lip glosses because they're nice and sticky. And I like a nice sticky lip gloss that lasts all day. I do.
I lick mine off.
Yeah. Do you even the Jane Iredale ones?
Oh, all of them. They never stay on.
Yeah, I find, well, the stickier it is, the more it stays on, though.
Not me.
No? Tart.
All those people I'm smogging.
Yes, it is. You too. You little tart. You're a tart. I'm onto your for the body, actually, I must tell you one thing I do for my hair, because I do think I have great hair.
Yes, you do.
I always have great hair.
You know what blows us away?
I've had great hair all my life.
You do have great hair, but you have great hair all day long too. Like mine always, my makeup and my hair just starts to. I look at myself when I get home, and I look in the mirror and I go, "Oh my gosh, why didn't somebody tell me? I've got black under my eyes, my hair's all over the place." But no, Carren. You
look as good as when you get up as to when you go to bed.
I agree.
Oh, that's very sweet.
You do that.
I'll have to pay you both money for that now. Goodness.
You do. It's perfection.
Well, it's funny. Ever since I was little, I've always had this visual perception of what great hair looks like. And
she also has a South African gene. And if you've ever been to South Africa and seen the women there, they dress and look meticulous, highly polished.
Yeah, highly polished.
I am polished. Mother taught me polish.
Yeah.
Mother did.
And you know what's interesting about the South African gene is that when Tanya and I went shopping in Pretoria, what I noticed when wearing jeans and T-shirts, no makeup, no nothing.
You won't see that.
Other mothers and daughters, they were stunning. I kept looking at them going, Oh no, that's not us. But geez,
Kind of like when you go to Paris.
Yeah. It's just So your mum taught you well.
Yeah, my mum taught me polish right from the time that I was little. And I loved it because I'm very, very girly. So my first job, I was a beauty therapist. And, I couldn't have been more in my element for my first job. It was fabulous. But a secret that I have with my hair, I put coconut oil in my hair for about an hour before I wash it.
Oh.
Yeah. And I wrap my hair. I either put a cap on, a cotton cap, or I'll wrap it up in a towel so that there's heat generated. And that opens up the follicles and the cuticles of the hair, so then the hair absorbs the coconut oil. And then I'll wash my hair in the argan oil shampoo. And when I was in Paris, yes, I did splurge. Yes, I did. I found the most fabulous little factory that imported pure argan oil and added a little bit of bergamot to the argan oil, because apparently pure argan oil stinks to high hell. So they added pure bergamot oil to it to make it smell a little bit more civilised. And I use the argan oil as my product. So whenever you see me on stage or whatever and my hair's not moving, the argan oil, I just put the tiniest little bit in on my hair, on the tips of my fingers, and then rub my fingers together and drag that through my hair to get the texture and the shape that I want. And then, yes, I do have to confess, I do spritz with a bit of hairspray from time to time.
Yes, it doesn't move, does it?
No, it doesn't
move.
But it's not the hairspray, because the hairspray, my hair's far too heavy for the hairspray. So it's not the hairspray that's holding it necessarily. It's the argan oil that's got it in its shape and in its place. And it's the weight of the argan oil with the weight of my hair that's holding it where it is.
And then do you straighten it within an inch of its life?
My hair's naturally dead straight.
Oh, it is, isn't it? I always wondered about that.
Well, interestingly enough, my hair was dead straight, and then Bali happened, and the left-hand side of my hair went white. So if my hair's not coloured, the left-hand side of my hair is pure white, like Kimmy's paper there, and my hair went curly. So now I have a curly wave in the back of my hair, and if I have my hair layered, it's curly. Wow. But when I keep my hair, when I have my hair long, with the weight of it, because there's so much of it, it's just got a wave to it. So yeah, I do straighten it, but not to within an inch of its life. I don't need to.
It's always, I reiterate this, your hair always looks magnificent. And yes, you're right, you have got magnificent hair.
Do you know?
Just like she's hilarious.
Yeah, totes. Well, I don't know what that is. Hey, I don't know. Because if the hair's not good, I'm in all sorts. And I've had a couple of
bad hair days.
I've had a couple of bad hair days, and I've had a couple of bad hairdressers. And I'm in all sorts of conniption when that's happening. So
It is your crowning glory, isn't it?
Well, I don't know what that is. So is that me? Oh, and all the straighteners. Yes, I have the large, the medium, and the small GHD straighteners. Just in case I want to get a big flick, a medium flick, or a small flick. I do have the skinny curling wand, the medium curling wand, and the large curling wand, otherwise known as the in-styler.
The in-styler.
The in-styler, yes, I have that. Just in case I want a large curl, a small curl, or a medium-sized curl. What else? I use...
Your makeup, I love your makeup.
My makeup? Well, I'm a beauty therapist, so...
I do remember I went into your bathroom one time.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just cupboards and cupboards of makeup.
Those drawers are full.
And you then said, Cindy, you can have that, and that.
Yeah. Anybody else wants to come to my house, I'll give them
using it.
Yeah, well, I just have so much. Because I'll go into a shop and I'll see that there's a nice quality cosmetic or a nice quality makeup somewhere. And I'll just go and buy it big. And I think, okay, so all the greens are for me, all the oranges are for me, all the browns are for me. And then I just go buy it big. And then I just end up with far too many things.
She is a bloomin' cosmetic tart.
No, I am. I have to say it's a fetish along with the shoes, the belts, the handbags, the...
Clothes. Pajamas.
The pajamas.
Look,
it's just all a bit extreme. Really? Let's all just cool our jets a bit.
Do either of you use specialised products like heel creams, or have you ever done things like that? Or?
No, I have a pumice stone, but my heels are naturally quite soft.
Well, doesn't really do a lot of work on those heels, does it?
One doesn't do too much. No. One's quite pressurous.
and those in heels don't use their high heels don't use their heels the way most people use their heels.
No, those who wear heels don't do manual labour. I think that was the law that was decreed when I was born, was it not?
So now you can see the absolute opposites of each other.
But still a philosophy, a value of as natural and as close to
nature as possible.
Nature, yeah.
And I never had that before you girls.
Yes, we
I
remember.
never did. No, and that's truth. That's just the honest truth. I never did. And it's been a really interesting journey to try to make sure that I keep as natural as possible in every way, shape and form, because I feel better for it. And I never realised that I would physically. And I look at all of the work, I am always a work in progress, and I look at all of the work that I'm always doing on myself emotionally, which is obviously where I'm at right now with, emotional eating and all that. And I look at all of the work that I do with myself on food, constantly trying to reinvent and recreate and come up with what works best and when I feel best. And now looking at things like, what really is my carpet made of? What chemicals have been sprayed on my carpet that I'm ingesting? What's in my paint that's all over my walls? What am I sleeping in? What am I wearing? And, when I decided to become a vegan, that made a difference in terms of leather and stuff. But I really think it's appropriate across the board.
You become a bit of a tree hugger, I'd say.
Well, I actually think you're right. But if we don't do it, nobody else is going to do it. And clearly, all of the suppliers of our foods and of our clothing and our homewares and our paints, and nobody else cares for anything other than the dollar. So they're not concerned about the fact that we've got people. I saw something on telly yesterday of people that get these cluster headaches. And the minute I saw the report, and now they've invented this implant that can go into the jaw to interrupt the signals in the brain. Oh. Yeah, they can put an implant in the jaw, and you hold this mechanism up to your cheek, and it interrupts the signals being sent to the brain that cause the cluster headaches. But I thought to myself, that's still just fixing the problem. Yeah. Why not look at the cause? Yeah. And if we were to actually go back and look at the cause, I dare say we would all go back to the barest of barest basics, and perhaps we would go back to Bear Grylls.
Well, I think you do a beautiful job of Bear Grylls. You make, you still look highly feminine, and both of you without makeup on still look incredibly stunning. So what I love about that is that makeup is not what makes you. It's just what enhances you on stage. Is that how you both look at it?
Yeah,
I think so. To me, that's enough.
Yeah, and it's good to present well when you're on stage. If I went with my moccasins on and my real Bear Grylls hiking gear, I don't know if that's going to work for people.
Well, I guess if your talk was all about getting back to nature, everyone would be right in there.
I mean, you look at Brett Hill; he goes on stage without any
shoes on. Yeah, and you look at Daniel Vitalis. Daniel Vitalis only wears wild clothes. He looks like Bear Grylls when he's speaking. So, I guess it's what you want to portray, and I guess I do want to portray though a bit of professionalism.
A bit of polish.
A little bit polish. And I just think if I went on with bare feet, I think there might be a little bit of a problem. I think
you do what is right for you. You present yourself in the way that you feel is right for you. So it's not necessarily for other people so much as it is for you. Because you are highly professional. You are polished. You're incredibly well educated, and you're the whole way that good heavens! Did you see how gorgeous you looked the other night at the Wellness Summit? Oh, for goodness' sake, you just look absolutely stunning.
I'm just saying that I feel proud of the fact that I spoon with you. I get to lie with that hottie on stage.
So, Kimmy, your turn, girlfriend.
Well, I'm very similar to you both. Yeah. A bit of high maintenance and a little bit more Bear Grylls. So I feel very fortunate that I learned the art of self-care. My mother always presented beautifully. She was hot. She had me at 16. So she worked in a lawyer's firm, so she always wore heels. Still to this day, she doesn't know how she walked Queen Street in high heels up and down doing stuff for the lawyers. But she always looked stunning. And whenever she came to school, I'd always tell her to wear the shortest skirt and the lowest cut top. No. But she just always, everyone used to say, oh, your mum's so beautiful. I mean, she had her 30th when I was at high school. Yeah, so my mum was pretty hot. And then in today's terms, I think it's MILF.
Right.
So then, so I learned from her, probably I loved the way she always looked so lovely going to work. And then I was very fortunate at 19 to meet two women that ran, in essence, aromatherapy, who had the most amazing skin. And, of course, I studied under them and studied a lot around the oils and what they do on our skin and how they work and how they're antiseptic and antibacterial. So I found that a lot of my self-care, I actually could live quite happily with lavender and peppermint. Like, I could actually do my skincare and maybe a bottle of rosehip oil. That actually would be all you would need, really, to look after your skin if you want to go real raw and real natural. But I think what's really important is that you find products and rituals that work for you. And I'm very much around rituals. So for me, I have very simple rituals, but they've just been locked in ever since I've probably turned 19, 20. And that involves, in the morning at the moment, I wake up. I am waking up to an alarm at the moment. Maybe that is because of the dark and I'm working quite long hours at the moment, so I am having to wake myself up. But I'm also finding that you can really, you can do things quickly. So people say to me, oh, how do you do all that first thing in the morning? Truly, if you really are about looking after yourself, I can do my morning ritual probably within 5 minutes.
Oh,
that's everything.
Easily.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't have to take forever. But one of the things I do like to say is it's the one time in the morning, particularly for men and women that are parents and people that are working full on, it's the one time that's actually yours to savour it. And to me, it's very special. So I'll lie in bed and quickly work out what my workout of the day is going to be, and then I'll post that on my Facebook page.
That's your WOD.
That's my WOD. I'll have a quick look at that because I think, what am I going to do today? Because I think now that I've posted these on Instagram and Facebook, I feel accountable. And in fact, I get emails from people saying to me, where was your WOD of the day? So I kind of feel like I'll put myself out there now. So that's good because it keeps me accountable. So I'll write my WOD of the day and I'll get up straight onto it. Now, sometimes I'll do that naked, depending on what I've worn to bed, and I will actually do it in my room because no one's there.
Yeah.
I will say my morning ritual's different when my husband's home.
Right.
Yes, just say there's two WODs.
Did I get a photo of that yesterday? And I told you to get a room?
Yeah. And we were in it.
I know.
But for me, it's that exercise. If I do it first thing in the morning and I can do it in my jammies, then half the battle of getting out the door is done. And sometimes my WOD is 2 minutes, sometimes it's 15 minutes, but it's no longer. This morning, though, I really wanted to go for a bike ride because I like to get my cardio in as well. But it was pouring with rain and very dark. So it's not an excuse. I just know for my own safety and welfare, it's best for everyone else that I'm not on the road at that time of the day. And then I jump in the shower and I go for it as far as... so here's the good part. I'll alternate dry body brushing and wet body brushing. And the dry body brushing is a wonderful ritual to take on. Now, some people find it hurts a little bit, but it's actually an incredible thing to do as far as stimulating the lymphatics. And if you add an essential oil to it onto the body brush, it's just a great way to make the skin come alive. Full body brushing, quick body strokes, and it really stimulates the lymphatic system, which helps you dump toxins.
So you're not doing it in a circular motion. How do you do it?
I do circular all over the body, but I flick as well, particularly when I come into the lymph node areas. So as I flick as I come up under the arms, or I'll flick as I come up into the inside of the thighs, anywhere that's going into the lymph area, I will flick as well as circle. So I actually am thinking about doing a little video demonstration of this.
That would be a great idea.
Because it's such a powerful thing to do, and it helps people lose weight. And it stimulates the skin cells, so you're flicking and getting rid of all the dead skin cells, which means when you do body boost or you do put moisturising products on, you actually do it with the skin cells are gone, so you absorb it better.
Now, just on that, we're not flicking the skin cells onto the wall or anything disgusting like that, are we? Really?
I don't know, I don't see them, but all the bed bugs like it. All the bed bugs like it. And then I'll alternate. The next day I will jump in and actually do a wet body brush, but I'll do it with a loofah. So I love dry body brushing and wet body loofering. Does that make sense?
Totes.
Yeah. So I will put on a couple of drops. I've always got a couple of oils in the shower as well, because often you'll get in the shower and realise you've forgotten them. So make sure you're prepared. Otherwise, you don't do it.
And that's why I love having a shower at your place.
Everything's in there.
Everything's in there. All her oils, everything, because I forget to put them in my shower.
So just even if you have one in there, one of your favourites, put that in the shower, and then that's the one you'll use. And one of my favourites in the shower at the moment is Detox and Strengthen, or Energy and Vitality, or Focus and Clarity, because at the moment I feel so full of stuff that I'm just using that as a bit of an anchor at the moment. But you can use single oils, like one drop of peppermint on a body brush is the most freaky feeling in the shower, because your skin goes all cool and tingly and dry.
Yeah,
so that's
and if you wash in the delicate areas.
Yeah, well, we don't put the oils in the delicate areas.
Well, I didn't know that, did I?
Especially we have that on the label.
Don't
Warning, avoid whiffy bits.
But I've done that before, not realising and gone,
yeah. It brings a whole meaning to the term, I'm on fire.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm refreshed.
Yeah.
Oh, need a mint.
Did somebody say that? I did. Oh, my Lord.
I do apologise. Sorry, everybody.
So I always get asked, what do I use soap, not soap? I never use a cake of soap. I haven't used soap on my skin for years because of the adjustment of the pH level of the skin. And then you read things like moisturising soaps, which is a really unusual thing to come across, because you cannot. Oh my God, there's a wallaby. Okay, there's a thing running right in front of us. That is so cool.
On the Bunya Mountains.
Yep. That was so cool. And where did I go? I'm just still seeing that furry thing.
No, so you were talking about you don't use a cake of soap, you
Soap, yeah.
moisturising.
And moisturising
from
soap.
pig fat, for God's sake. I'm not going to touch soap. That's made from pig fat.
Or hydrogenated
Caustic
vegetable
soda.
oil.
There's no glycerin one.
Glycerin, yeah. I just don't do it.
And when they say, like, it's a hydrogenated vegetable oil, that's what they're using. That's, that was the whole thing with Procter & Gamble, is that they had the patent for the hydrogenation of oil, and that's why we started to hydrogenate oils, was for soap and candles.
Yeah.
They used to use pig fat.
That's right, I remember you saying.
Yeah, they used to use the pig fat, and now it's
Well, a lot of,
oil.
if you see the word natural soaps, that's your pig fat.
And, those, I was going to say those natural soaps that you can get, even at the organic food stores that have got them.
You just need to check the ingredients and see
That's
if
why I
you...
always go a liquid.
Also, excuse me, when I found out that when they test the surface of body soaps, and they not only do you see pubic hairs often stuck there, but apparently feces and sperm and all sorts of things can be sitting on that soap. And I refuse to put that on my body that someone else might have touched, even family.
Liquid.
So I like pump liquid things, and I only use it in the whiffy bits and very quickly and get it off as quick as possible. And you can get really good natural ones at the health food store. Ask for the ingredients. I try and go simple as possible. One of my favourites is the Eco Store, and I really do. Everessence has its own body wash, so I do like using those. Then I will do my body boost, and that can be the slapper method or the lush method, depending on how quick it is. So the lush method is I'll make it up in the bowl. The slapper method is it's on the hand straight away, slap, slap, slap all over.
And you taught me the magnesium spray.
I love the magnesium.
Yeah.
So 1 teaspoon of carrier oil, three drops of your chosen oils, essential oils, and then 3 sprays of magnesium. And then that's a great way to get magnesium into your body twice a day. So that's my body boost, done within 10-20 seconds, although I teach it to take 2 minutes, but done for me within 10-20 seconds. The important part to me is that ritual of standing there and I look at my sign on my wall, and I will always say something positive to myself. I am someone who embraces salads and whole foods every day with ease. And even when I read that, because in winter I don't always feel like eating that, but I know how important the fibre is. In fact, then I'll make sure, sometimes this morning I said that in my body boost, and I thought, I'm actually craving rocket. And luckily I had rocket out in the kitchen, so it made me want to go out there, and I made my poached eggs with my tomato sauce and rocket all over it. So sometimes those anchors in your bathroom sets you up for the most amazing day when you actually take the time. Then I will prance around for a little bit, choosing what I'm going to wear. My Italian girlfriend always said, choose your shoes first and dress from the way up.
Oh, really?
Depending on how you're feeling. That's her motto. I don't always do that, but today I really felt like wearing playful sand shirts. And then all of a sudden, because I didn't know what to wear. And as soon as I chose my sand shoes, I knew it was going to be my jeans. So it was like, oh my God, that's so cute. So that's a little ritual I do. And then, of course, my skincare is all 28. And it's funny, when I teach the rituals, it all sounds so hard garden so much sometimes, but it's actually very basic and very simple. And really, for me, cleansing the skin is really important with our beautiful lavender cleanser, which is a clay-based cleanser. It's very gentle on the skin. All our products have been designed for sensitive skin, so I love it. But what people may not realise is that the essential oils I've chosen in each product is based on our emotional place and where we feel. So the oils that are in the 2 moisturisers are very much around feeling good about ourselves, high self-esteem oils, beautiful oils that make you feel good when you look in the mirror. And the body oils often they'll have a lot of the detoxing oils in there to help eliminate toxins, but also negative thoughts. So I've really put a lot of thought into which oils went into which product. And then the serums are like the real luxurious products. And so the oils in there are your rose, your frankincense, your sandalwoods, the highly priced oils, but also the oils that have very deep spiritual connotation. And so I think when you're placing anti-aging, for want of a better word, products on the skin, when you smell these products and you anchor that in with putting them on, I think, and your skin just drinks it. And I do like to clay mask once a week at least, or this morning I did it in the shower. It was so funny, this morning I washed my hair. I use Everessence at the moment, and I love those products, and you can get them on our website or on their website. But what I love about them is they also, while I put the conditioning treatment on, I then quickly grab the mask, my powder mask, add it to my cleanser, and I did it on my face. And while that was on my face doing a very nice, gentle exfoliation treatment, I then grabbed the flannel, because I didn't have my loofah in the shower this morning, and I put my drops of oils on my loofah and then body boosted with that in the shower. And that's a way of exfoliating dead skin cells off the body. So to me, it's all about if I get my body right and I feel good when I get dressed, then I go out with a really good attitude for the day, regardless of what I'm experiencing. And you know what, on the days that it's tough emotionally, or when you're feeling down, or when you see a fat fart staring at you in the window, in the mirror, and you don't like what you see, because we all have those days, then that's the days I think it's even more important that you embrace a body ritual and these rituals, because that's the time when your body's actually saying, I need a bit of help, I need a bit of love here. So it's up to you to be responsible to treat your body like gold and actually give it the nourishment and the attention that it deserves. So I'm very passionate about my rituals. I then go out to the kitchen. The first thing I do is light the vaporizer, because then I know when everyone wakes up, they're going to wake up to beautiful oils and the smell. I've got a gorgeous electric diffuser now that I put on in the lounge area, and I make sure that that's on for people. And I don't know, I just really love these little things that I do for people when they wake up. My makeup, by the way, I do wear makeup. Most days I will wear makeup. I found La Mav, which is Lamav, which is a beautiful foundation designed by a doctor here in Australia. She's also got a skincare range, but she's come from a very scientific point of view. Her moisturiser, I couldn't believe it was her foundation is a moisturising one, and it's one foundation for all, and I thought, how does this work? But I've put it on my daughter who's got light skin and me who's got more of an olive skin, and when you put that on, it actually blends into the colour of your skin. You don't need a lot. I love it. I love the Inika mineral powder as my covering, and that's it. Sometimes I'll put a bit of the Inika blush on just to give me a bit of colour, because at the moment I feel like I haven't got a lot of sun on me at the moment, so I do like that. Love the Eau de Eye mascara. What's it called?
Oh, Eye of Horus.
That's the one. Eau de.
It really sounded like it, didn't it?
Yeah. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, what are all the products? I can't remember the names of some of them. Love Inika. I love Adorn. I love La Mav. I'm really enjoying Dr. Hauschka, always have. Love Living Nature products for makeup. I really enjoy all of these. I'm sure I've missed one. There's another one in there that I really like. Oh, I know. La Via is a gorgeous makeup range, and I'm sure there's one other. Anyway, it'll come to me. I have put the list on my website under a blog. If you search makeup ranges, I've put all my favourite ranges on there. Hair care products for me are really important. Coconut oil is one of my favourites. Argan oil I've tried a couple of times, doesn't suit me as much as the coconut oil, so I probably switch and flick between those. And then as far as rituals out in the kitchen, I'd like the table laid. Sometimes I'll put a drop of oil on the placemat, so when you put your hot meal on there, it's got a beautiful aroma that comes up. I use my oils in the cooking. So there's so many beautiful things that you can do around ritualising. And probably for me, guys, it's the essential oils that become my foundation for all my rituals. So have I missed anything?
I think so.
I did buy from the chemist. I did get the Shoal Heal.
Yeah.
It's a rotating pumice.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, it costs $49 from the chemist, but if you go to the chemist warehouse, it was $29.
Nice work.
Nice. So I do love little rituals like that for my feet. I love putting oils onto my body at all, a drop of oil if I'm going to go for a run or any sort of exercise. I'll always use an oil of the day for my exercise rituals. I know what we haven't mentioned is our personal care products like deodorant. Cindy's already mentioned what I do.
Exactly, I just do what you do.
but also, tampons, pads, things like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I love Natracare and I love Tom.
And Tom is Australian. And her story, the young lady that started Tom down in Melbourne, I'm sorry, I forget her name.
We heard her speak.
Yeah, she had some issue with feminine hygiene products as well as other things.
Yeah, because with the tampons, they're so, and also the pads, they're heavily bleached.
Yeah.
So that when you put that inside and it's a warm environment, it actually causes you to bleed more, which then causes you to consume more of the product.
Of the product, that's right.
What, have they done that on purpose?
Yes. You're not silly.
So Tom, she started it as because she needed it,
and they all fluff. All the other ones fluff, whereas hers don't fluff.
Interesting. Well, I found. We're getting really personal here, but I like applicator tampons because I don't like using the little ones. And I kept thinking, gosh, is there any brand out there that does an applicator tampon? Because Tom doesn't, but Natracare does, and it's a beautiful range as well. So. I do really appreciate and value those people out there that create products like that for us.
And now the moon cups, they're available now, and I know both of you don't.
That grosses me out.
It grosses you out, yeah. But I I don't cycle anymore, so I would
show off.
I've gone through menopause, so I don't. I would have gone to that. I would have definitely gone to a moon cup, but I never knew about them when I was.
And I won't use tampons. I haven't used tampons for years. I use Anion.
Yeah, I've heard about the Anions.
ANION, and it's got a negative ion strip.
Yeah.
Inside of the pad, and it's not bleached, and it's wafer thin, and they're absolutely brilliant.
Where do you get them from?
I actually buy them from a kinesiologist in Brisbane, but you can get them online.
You get them online, because I was given a whole bunch of them quite a few years ago, and I didn't know enough about it at the time. I didn't notice any differences, so I don't.
For me, in my cycle, I would normally, and this is personal, sorry fellas, you might want to tune out now. But for me, I would go through maybe 3 pads a day, maybe 4 pads if it was the first day of my period or second day of my period. Now I'll go through maybe 2, if I'm lucky. If I'm lucky. And if I'm doing the 2, it's only for hygiene or whatever. But I just don't have the same heaviness of my cycle. And it's only been since I've been using those.
Funny you should say that, since I swapped from Tampax to... I had to use Tampax for a while there because I couldn't find the applicator ones, and then I read more and more research about them. But you're right, I just thought it was because I was getting older that my cycles were getting shorter and lighter. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Never thought about it.
Well, because the other pads are all bleached. And again, you put that where it's a warm environment and it's leaching and it's causing you to bleed.
And it would, yeah.
Well, you think about it. Of course they want you to have to buy more of their products. So I can buy 3 packets of the Anion and it lasts me months and months and months and months and months.
Oh, well, and I think that was all the questions that she asked, wasn't it?
I think, you could go on and on, but we've gone through our
As far as hair dyes are concerned, by the way.
Yeah, dyes. Yep.
That's been a really tricky one, but my hairdresser and the eco hairdressers that I've been to, the best hair dyes you can get are ammonia-free, apparently. And the other thing I found out that actually going dark has more harsh chemicals than being light. I've always chosen to highlight my hair rather than full dye tinted because I don't want that product sitting on my scalp. And my hairdresser is so lovely. She always tries really hard not to touch my scalp. That is a choice I've made, that I will continue to highlight my hair.
Because going dark puts colour in and
highlighting text coming out. Right. I always thought going blonde was going to be harsher, but it's not. And I'll tell you a couple of things you can do with the oils. So to keep your hair light, Roman chamomile and lemon is the two oils to use. And to keep your hair dark, rosemary and geranium. So those two oils are beautiful. You can do a hair rinse. I have a bottle in my laundry, in my bathroom. I just fill up with water before I open on the days that I'm washing my hair, and I'll do a hair rinse at the end of washing my hair, and it's beautiful. So I've got all these recipes, by the way, are in Like Chocolate for Women. So you can get the ebook or you can get the book.
So the hair rinse would be the water with
Three drops
of chamomile and drop of lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do that. I've never done a hair rinse before.
Oh, they're gorgeous, and then it stays in your hair, and then you waft past people. No. And the hairspray that I use is Everessence. I really love their products. They've got a beautiful hairspray, and they've got a Stronghold one as well. So I go for them. And there was, and my dishwashing stuff, I think it's eCover is what it's called, Eco Store. Akin, I love. All of those are just beautiful products. There's a plethora of them, actually.
And what's the young girl that wrote that book on cleaning products? Anyway, she has an amazing range of products as well. She's been making this terrible, I can't remember her name.
I know the product range.
Healthy Home, Healthy Habits is the name of the book.
What's her range, though?
Anyway, you can get it in Ray Organics. I do know that. If anyone lives in Queensland, it's in Ray Organics. And I tell you what, and I have used her product before, and I do love her product as well.
Read Nicole Bismar's book. She spoke at the Wellness Summit last year. I've just gone blank.
This is Healthy Habits,
Is it her?
Yeah, it's Nicole's. Thank you. Okay. You just reminded me of her name. Yeah.
Okay.
Healthy Habits, Healthy Home. And, she really gets into it. Look, what's happening is that the world's changing. The world is realising that the chemicals that we're using is creating ill health, is creating all sorts of issues to the environment, and more people, even though it's a small amount, are starting to make the changes. And it's just, I love watching it. I love the ripple effect that's happening as far as people starting to change. And if anyone's listening, we know how many thousands of people download this. And if you are listening, then you do become part of that thing that is happening at the moment, where people are consciously and critically thinking about the products, what they're using, what they have in their home, what they're putting in their mouth, what they're putting on their skin. And I guess what this podcast was really about was to tell you what we do, and we do the best that we can do. But if anyone out there is doing a better job than us, or knows of a product that's better, or knows of something that we don't know about, please let us know, because I want to know. I actually want to know what more is out there that I can do. What haven't I thought of yet? Because what I find is when I learn from people. I'll be speaking away and they'll come up to me and they go, "Oh, Cyndi, have you thought about that?" We were away for the weekend and somebody just corrected me on something that I said, and I put a plural on it. And all of a sudden she said to me, "It's not a plural, Cyndi." And when she explained the whole thing to me, I went, "Of course it's not a plural. Why have I ever put an S on the end of it?" So, and I learned from her. I learned from her. And then somebody else will come up to me and they say, "Oh, Cyndi, this is what I use. You should try this." I go, "Great," and they'll give me a sample. So that's how I learn. And so please, if you know of anything that we haven't spoken about, please put it on our website or on the Facebook page.
I think that's a really great way to wrap up the podcast, because I think you're right, Cyndi. It'd be cool if people have got products or they know of products that we don't know of yet. Let us know. So to let us know, go to allthews.facebook.com/up-for-a-chat and post any suggestions that you've got there, or also right here on the Wellness Couch. allthewellnesscouch.com/up-for-a-chat. I haven't got that wrong for a while, have I?
I think the fact that I did it last week.
I think that's what it was. I think
that's what rattled your cage.
I think you have, Slurries. I think you have. So join us here next week on Up for a Chat and become part of the ripple effect that's changing the world. See you on the ride. Did you say that last week?
We did. We said it together. And, in fact, I mentioned our Awaken the Change Within retreat. You haven't mentioned.
Well, why don't you go ahead and mention it then?
Well, if you would like to get up close and personal with us three reality checks, then make sure you go to awakenthechangewithin.com and get your tickets. Have we got any left?
I think we've got 2 VIP tickets left, and we still have a few of the general seating left. I don't have all the figures on me, but yeah, we'll be, that's in November. Yeah, so, yeah, if you want to grab your seats, make sure that you get them first in.
Can't wait. I'm so excited.
And where do they go to find all the information about it?
Did I not just say?
All the
am I, ham
I'm
sandwich?
just reminding them.
All the W's.
Just in case they were phasing out like me.
She wasn't bored or anything. All the W's.awakenthechangewithin.com will get you all the information that you need. It is going to be in Mooloolaba on the Sunshine Coast, and the event starts at 9 and finishes at 6 on the 3 days. So it's all the W's.awakenthechangewithin.com. That'll get you your information, and you can book your seats right there.
I think I got it now.
You got it?
I think I phased out for the first one, but I got the last 2.
Right, on that note,
We'll see you on the
Ride.
This has been a production of TheWellnessCouch.com. Check us out on Facebook and join in the conversation on Facebook.com/TheWellnessCouch. Subscribe to each show on iTunes and check us out on Twitter. The Wellness Couch, streaming wellness into your lives. Whilst the Wellness Couch presenter endeavor to provide accurate and helpful information to their listeners, these podcasts cannot take into account individual circumstances and are not intended to be a substitute for health and medical advice from a qualified health professional. You should always seek the advice of a qualified health professional before acting on any of the information provided by any of the Wellness Couch podcasts.